Other than factorization, a quadratic equation can also be solved using computing the square method. Let me show you how easy it is step by step. So the first step is to rewrite in the form ax squared plus bx equals to c. So for this question, 6x squared minus 11x minus 10 equals to 0 is given. So we will identify a, b, c and then rewrite it as 6x squared minus 11x equals to 10. Second step is to divide the whole equation to reduce the coefficient of x squared to 1. So for this question, the coefficient is 6. So we will get x squared minus 11 over 6x equals to 10 over 6. If you have noticed, I have simplified 10 over 6 to 5 over 3 to make it easier. So the third step will begin by adding 1 over 2 times coefficient of x squared or coefficient of x over 2 squared to both sides of the equation. So coefficient of x is b, meaning b is negative 11 over 6 here, and we will get 1 to 1 over 144. So this is what it looks like after adding the answer to both sides of the equation. And so fourth step will be expressing the left hand side of the equation as a complete square. We will get x minus 11 over 12 squared, and then solve the other side like always. And the last step is to find x. We got x minus 11 over 12 equals to plus minus square root 361 over 144. So meaning we will get two equations from here, positive and also negative. Find x like you normally do and you will get 5 over 2 or negative 2 over 3 as the answer. It's also possible for you to get decimal points as your answer, just like this question in the picture, but don't panic. Just follow the steps and you'll be fine. Don't forget to do more exercises so you'll get used to this easy method. Thank you.
Right, so now we're going to move on to the formula method. So there are three very easy steps for formula method. Number one is we have to identify the value of a, b, and c. Note that the value of a can never be 0. Next, you just have to plug in the values of a, b, c into the formula that we have seen just now. Lastly, you should write the values of x, and you should be aware of the decimal places according to the questions. Meaning that if the question asks for 3 decimal places, you should write 3. So let's try to solve these 3 questions using the formula method and write the solutions in 3 decimal places. Question 1, negative x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. The a is equals to negative 1, b is negative 6, and c is 9. Plug in the ABC, x equals to negative 7.243 and x equals to 1.243. Number 2, x squared minus 3x minus 5. A is 1, b is negative 3, and c is negative 5. Plug in the ABC into the formula again. X equals to negative 1.193 and x equals to 4.193. Lastly, x squared minus 4x minus 9 equals to 0. A is 1, b is 4, and c is negative 9. X equals to negative 5.606 and x equals to 1.606.
Quadratic equations with given roots. As we already know, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is the general form for the quadratic equation. Here, the equation can be rewritten as x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals to 0. This will be our first equation. For the second equation, if the root equals to alpha and beta, we can insert it in the quadratic equation. First, we insert the roots in the factorization form, then we will expand it. It will then be x squared minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha times beta equals to 0. As we expand it, we will have to simplify and we will get the following equation. X squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha times beta. This will be the second equation. Once we have both equations, we can compare it. For both equations, x squared remains the same, so we will leave them unchanged. However, b over a we will compare it with the second equation, which is negative alpha plus beta. We will bring the negative to the other side. Since alpha plus beta equals to sum of the roots, we can equate it with negative b over a. Next, we will compare c over a with the second equation. Here, c over a equals to alpha times beta. Alpha times beta means the product of the roots, so we can equate alpha times beta equals to c over a. Therefore, the quadratic equation with roots alpha and beta can be summarized as x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of root equals to 0.
This diagram shows the sketch of a graph of a quadratic function in the vertex form, which is fx equals to x minus 2 in bracket to the power of 2 minus 9. This vertex form represents this graph. Number 9 here represents minimum point in the graph, while number 2 here represents axis of symmetry in the graph, which also known as H. When A is more than 0, the vertex HK is the minimum point and K is the minimum value of fx, which causes the graph to smile. Okay, as we all know, intercept form can be transformed into general form by expansion or multiplying. For example, given fx equals to 3 in bracket x minus 4 in bracket x plus 1. So we have to expand it and multiply. So the answer will be fx equals to 3 in bracket x to the power of 2 minus 3x minus 4. The final answer will be 3x to the power of 2 minus 9x minus 12. You got yourself an answer in general form.